Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, so I have a whole bunch of different cards. I changed up a few. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, please feel free to check out the links down below. All right, so we have our Animal Oracle. I have my Lenormand. I have my Energy Oracle. I have my Wisdom of the Oracle, Energy Oracle, Star Dragons, Angel Answers, Tarot deck, Fortune Reading, Crystal cards, and Numerology cards. All right, and my charms. So what do we got going on for Capricorn? All right, Wasp Spirit, sometimes life stings, without a doubt. That happens. Sometimes we face those challenges, sometimes life stings, and we're wondering, I just feel like it definitely for me the last couple months, I'm like, what is going on here? Life is stinging. When is it going to stop? So, sometimes life stings. And I feel like if we realize that, okay, sometimes life does sting and we have our challenges and we have our uphill battles and we have these obstacles that we feel are in our way and we feel like we're always being tested and, at the end of our rope, I feel like realizing that, okay, this is a challenge and I have to get through this and I have to be strong and I have to keep going and I have to push through and I can't fall into this energy, right? That you're like, okay, I realize this is what's going on and I'm just taking it, if it's minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, whatever that is, to break it down into a smaller piece so that it feels more manageable, so the whole situation doesn't seem overwhelming. We have number 22. We have number 64, Wasp Spirit. We have number 22, which is the Staircase, which is, in this, it means that like there's choices. I feel like it's the choices what I was just talking about on how we look at things and how we perceive things, and when life hands us those challenges, how do we handle those, right? Do we become overwhelmed? Do we give in to the energy? Do we give up? Do we have that time to process? Do we, how do we pull ourselves up and out of that? So I feel like that's kind of with the Staircase there, it's kind of saying, okay, you have this challenge, what are you going to do with it? Which way are you going to go? Let's grab a Wisdom of the Oracle for this reading for Capricorn. We have community. So I feel like it's, what is that community that you have around you that can support you and can help you with the situation? Is it family members? Is it friends? Is it a group that you have? Is it an online, group? Is it, whatever that is it your pets, right? Sometimes they can be a huge help for us and they can just make us laugh. Definitely when I have those times when I struggle, the girls, my two girls are so funny and they make me laugh and I just like, okay, it's not that serious. And the girls are, my community, and I have some fish, and, I have Norbert and he has his own channel, and, he's part of my community too. I don't feel that it has to be only a certain way. I feel like whatever that community is that you have, that you feel resonates with you, that brings you that support. So I feel like that may be something that you need to look into, or that you may need to lean on that community to help you through this situation, or to help you to make that choice and to help you deal with this situation with sometimes life stings. So that challenge that you're dealing with, whatever that may represent. All right, so let's get an energy oracle for this reading. we have strength. I feel that it's calling for you to be strong. I feel this angel of strength is around you, and she's trying to help you, and she's trying to guide you, and she's trying to give you that strength. And she is part of your community to help you make a choice and to help you make a decision. I feel like she's surrounding you to give you that strength to help you through this situation that you're dealing with. And for you to know that she is there to support you and to be by your side. All right, let's grab a Star Dragons card. We have bliss, cherishing the day. I almost feel like it's, like I was saying before, is to not be overwhelmed by the whole situation, but to take it minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, and to cherish those moments where you're having that calmness, where you're not having to worry about things. And I feel like even though this is a challenge, and you know, I'm sure you're like, well, Jill, I just want to get through this. Trust me, I've gone through the same thing. And you're like, hey, I just want to get through this as quickly as I can, and I don't want to look back. But I also feel like it's cherishing that strength that you are pushing through a difficult situation, and you are staying strong, and you are staying positive, and you're not letting the situation take control of you. You're taking control of the situation. And I feel like it's cherishing those little milestones that you're making, and you're saying, okay, I know that I need to get moving. I know I need to focus on my community. I know that I need to get past this. I know I need to make some choices, whatever those things that you're doing, right? And again, like I said, what are those tools that you have that can help you when you're struggling, right? What are those things that you can do that can help you? And to cherish that and saying, hey, I was struggling and I needed help, and I helped myself, that I didn't feel helpless, that I know the tools that I have, and I made those choices for myself to help myself through this situation. All right, let's get a Angel Answers card. We have not the right time. And that may go back to, since it's right below this, sometimes life stings, is that maybe there's something that you have been waiting for, you've been wanting to do, or, you know, and this is just not the right time, and that really stings. And you're like, you know what, I was really looking forward to that, or I really wanted to have that happen, or I really thought this was going somewhere, or I really thought I was going to hear from this person, or this job, or this situation, whatever that may be. But maybe this is just not the right time. Maybe you need to work on yourself. Sometimes we have those things, and when we're looking back, we're saying, oh, why didn't I do this earlier? But at that time, it wasn't the right time because you weren't in the right frame of mind. You weren't in that place to where you could handle the challenges that were coming. So it could be that right now, maybe you have other things that you need to work on. Maybe there's other things that you need to focus on. Maybe there's that inner work that you need to do. And that's why this situation is not happening for you right now. But that's okay, because you don't want to do something and then it just turns into a disaster. And it's like, I feel like it's understanding, okay, now's the night, not the right time. But also it could be that thing that's coming in, if you're waiting for that person to come in for you, if you're waiting for that partner, if you're waiting for that love, if you're waiting for that opportunity, that maybe that is not ready to come in for you. Maybe that person or that situation has some more things going on with it on the other end that need to be taken care of before it heads towards you. So that's a way that you could look at it too. I just feel like it's trying to find the way to be able to understand, and with something that makes you feel comfortable enough so that you don't stay in negative energy, so that you're not feeling stuck, so that you're, whatever it is that works for you, that helps you to get through the situation. Let's grab some tarot here. I like that one too. And then the bottom one. Look at that, we have the Tower. And I feel that goes back to sometimes life stings and not the right time. And we have the Tower, we have the Queen of Cups, and we have the Page of Pentacles. I feel like it's a new beginning for you. I feel like it's rebuilding, and I almost feel like with it being below the staircase, I feel like it's, are you going to get caught up in this energy, and are you going to go to the negative and it's going to pull you down? Or are you going to tear this down with this Tower energy? You're going to realize life stings. You're going to realize this is not the right time. You're going to get your emotions in check and say, okay, I'm going to flip the script and I'm going to turn things around and I'm going to focus on the positive. And then it's like you're starting new, but it's with a new perspective. And you're seeing, okay, well, maybe this challenge was just for me to see that I need to make some tough choices, or that when things happen that I need to make sure that it's my emotions, that I don't let those get to me, right? That I think with my head and not my heart. Sometimes we have to do that. We have to think with our head and not our heart, because we can get too emotional. But when we think with our head and we say, you know what, the reality of the situation is this, this, and this, that maybe that's not ready, maybe I'm not ready, maybe things aren't ready to line up for me, and that's okay. Maybe I need to focus on something else. Maybe it's trying to guide me to learn something else, or to see something else, or to do something else, right? That maybe I was thinking that was the path I was supposed to go on, but really I'm supposed to be doing something else. Just being open to why these things may or may not be happening, and not being frustrated by it. We have goals. Progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved. I love that. Look at that. So I feel like here you're struggling, but this has the gold in it, and then over here we have goals, and we have progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved. But again, I feel like that's working on yourself. It's working on your perspective. It's being your own best friend, and being your best support system, to say, okay, when their challenge comes, I know I can handle anything that comes my way. So again, perspective. Let's grab a crystal card for this reading for Capricorn. What do we have? We got this one that fell out. Kind of looks like a green egg, like a dinosaur egg or something. Let's see. Sokola. I don't know how to say that. Earth, unconditional love, cleanse. Known for cleansing the aura of toxins. See, I love that, because I feel like this is an aura of toxins here, with sometimes life stings and not the right time. Like that's an aura of toxins that may be surrounding you, that you need to cleanse, that you need to let go of, that you need to not get caught up in. Let's see, this stone is a great crystal to use when experiencing high stress levels and burnout. The surface of this stone resembles pristine oceanic views, and this aerial vantage point helps you gain perspective on situations hitting too close to home. Take a step back when those situations arise, and remember to prioritize your needs first. I love that. And that's what I was saying, or what are those tools that you have that you can help yourself, that you can pull yourself out of this? So prioritize your needs. And what is it that you need in this moment? Like, in order for you to get past this situation, what do you feel honestly that you need to help yourself get through this? Deeply connected to the energy of the earth, this stone reminds us to get in touch with our feminine side, the part of us connected to our capacity for unconditional love. So definitely that is a great stone for this reading. All right, and then let's grab a numerology card. That one just came. Number 32, we have music. Music. I always feel that music has always been something. If I was on a deserted island, I would definitely want to have some form of music with me. Like if you could only have like 3 things or something like that, or you could only have a few things, I would definitely say that I would have to have music. Like I would be lost without music. So music can lift you up. It can make you feel energized. It can make you feel motivated. It can relax you. It can calm you. When 9/11 happened, I remember where I was, and I was a stay-at-home mom at the time, and I happened to remember seeing it on TV, and I had always had music on, but it was a lot of it was like the top hits that were on, and then all of a sudden it was like they weren't playing music anymore, and it was a horrible thing, and I'm not trying to downgrade that. It was very scary, and obviously you want to hear what's going on, you want to know what's going on, but it was to the point where it was like after weeks and weeks it was starting to make me feel depressed, and it was starting to get me down, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm just not feeling good. And so I happened to find a local station that played classical music. And I was like, oh my gosh, I immediately, as soon as I started playing the classical music, I felt calmer, I felt relaxed, I felt like everything was going to be okay. And it was absolutely amazing what that classical music did for me. And I had bought some CDs, and I listened to the music all the time. I actually had to go for an MRI for something, and then they said you could bring music with you. So I brought I forget which CD it was, Chopin or I'm not really sure which one it was, but I brought one of that CD, my classical music CD, to listen to while I was in there. And it really changed my life. And I feel like maybe for someone out there, that music could be one of those tools that you have, right? When you put those headphones on, or if you just put that music on. I actually have music playing all day long in my place when I'm not recording. And it's not classical, but it doesn't have any voices or singing. It's like instrumental, very relaxing. It's like Sinatra and that kind of music, but it's instrumental, and I absolutely love it. So for someone out there, maybe music is your thing. Maybe music is the key. Maybe music is what you need to listen to, or that's your safe zone, or that makes you feel good, and maybe that's something that you need to get back into. Do you like to play music, or listening to music, or finding a new style of music? So our tastes change. Maybe you just need something different, and listen to a different style of music, and that could make a huge difference for you. Like, you never know. I always say be open to any suggestions or changes, because you never know what may surprise you that you really may like, when you may think, oh, I don't think I'm going to like that, right? It's not going to work for me. All right. Ooh, we got a pile of them. We have the moon. We have the bee, which I feel represents abundance. Moon, which I feel, for some reason, the word clarity came through. No more deception. The foot, which I feel is about taking action, or resting, or dancing, right? With the music there, we have cake, which can be celebration. We have warrior. We have the horse, which again I feel represents action. We have the little, it's on a boat. I forget what it's called that steers the boat. But anyways, I feel like it has to do with steering the direction on what it is that you want to focus on, right? That you're turning that you're driving the boat, that you're deciding which way that you want to go with this situation, right? Are you going to be strong and pull yourself up and reach those goals, or are you going to succumb to this tower energy? We have the angel, which I feel that goes with the angel of strength. So I definitely feel that you have angels around you that are trying to help you and guide you. We have the key. So what is the key that can help you? So that I feel that goes back to music, because that may be a key and maybe one piece of the puzzle that can help you in your journey. We have the Sun, which I feel represents positive energy. We also have the Turtle, which I feel represents that this may be something that's going to take some time, but I feel like slow and steady wins the race. Because it's not only about getting past this situation, it's about possibly adding more tools to your tool chest that you can use when you're struggling. But it's also about knowing that, okay, I'm strong and I can work through anything, and learning more about yourself. And I also love this with the butterfly and that transformation within yourself, which is the best thing of all, I think, because I always feel like we're always trying to learn, and we're always trying to grow, and we're always trying to improve ourselves and our life. And I feel that's definitely the reason why I got into tarot, is because I was looking for those answers. I was looking for that guidance. I was looking for that help, right? I was using tarot as one of my tools to help me when I struggle, and I still use it. You know, when I have those times when I struggle, I'll just pull out, you know, one or two decks, and I'll just do, you know, pull out some cards for myself, and it makes me feel a lot calmer, and it makes me feel a lot better. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.